Jacob Bethell, from hot Caribbean sun to English superstar. Jacob Bethell's journey begins in Barbados, a country where cricket is more than a sport, it's a way of life. This is a place that has produced legends, where children grow up playing fearless, expressive cricket, and where confidence with the bat is encouraged from a young age. This environment shaped Bethell's natural game. He learned to trust his timing, play with freedom, and take the game on rather than hide from it. But his journey took a dramatic turn when his family moved back to England. The conditions were different, pitches were greener, and the style of cricket was far more disciplined and demanding. For many young players, that transition can be overwhelming. For Jacob Bethell, that became an advantage. At just 13 years old, Bethell caught the attention of someone. But it wasn't just anyone. It was the one and only Brian Lara. It wasn't casual praise. It was recognition from a player who understood greatness better than almost anyone. Lara saw natural balance, clean ball striking, and a confidence that could not be taught. When someone of Lara's stature notices a young player that early, it says something important. It suggests that this isn't just another talented junior. This is someone with rare qualities. From that moment on, Bethell was viewed differently. Expectations rose, but so did belief. Back in England, Bethell entered one of the toughest development systems in world cricket, county cricket, known for its toughness because of green wickets and Indian-like dust bowls. Runs are earned, not given, and every weakness is exposed. Playing for Warwickshire, Bethell built a reputation as a calm, intelligent cricketer. He was technically sound, mentally strong, and capable of influencing games in more than one way. He wasn't just a batter, he was a genuine all-rounder and an outstanding fielder. Yet despite his growing reputation, one statistic followed him everywhere. He had never scored a first-class 100. Some began to question whether he could truly convert starts into something bigger, especially at the highest level. But what those critics missed was something numbers don't show: temperament. Then there came call. Test cricket for England, not in a quiet series, but in the Ashes, cricket's most demanding rivalry. The pressure was immense. Bethell was still early in his career, with no first-class century to his name, suddenly facing Australia with the weight of history, expectation, and scrutiny on his shoulders. For many players, this is where careers stall. For Jacob Bethell, this is where everything changed. While the rest of England's batting lineup struggled to simply survive, Bethell looked completely at home, where established batters were battling turn, movement, bounce, and constant pressure. Bethell wasn't hanging on. He was playing like someone who had been there for years. Balls that had other batters poking nervously were met with soft hands and solid defense. Loose deliveries weren't just survived, they were put away with authority. As wickets fell around him, Bethell's body language never changed. It didn't look like a young player learning Test cricket. It looked like a veteran controlling the game. Rotating strike calmly, absorbed pressure when Australia attacked, and shifted momentum the moment they eased off. There was no panic, no rush, and no sign of the occasion getting to him. Then came the moment that defined his rise.
It's still very cool, calm and collected.
In just his second Ashes Test match, Jacob Bethell reached a Test century, the first of his career. For a player who had never scored a first-class 100, doing it while others could barely survive made the achievement even more remarkable. It wasn't a lucky innings, it was a statement. So why does Jacob Bethell have the potential to become one of England's all-time greats? First, his mentality stands out. He doesn't rely on past achievements for confidence. He creates belief in the moment. Second, he thrives when the pressure is the highest. Some players accumulate runs when conditions are easy. Others deliver when everything is stacked against them. Bethell has already shown signs of being the latter. Third, his unique background gives him an edge. The combination of Caribbean flair and English discipline has historically produced special players, and Bethell embodies both. Add in his versatility as an all-rounder and an elite fielder, and you have a cricketer built for the demands of modern Test cricket. Most importantly, he plays without fear. He doesn't play the occasion, he plays the ball. That is the foundation of greatness. Jacob Bethell's journey is still in its early chapters. From Barbados to England, from a 13-year-old noticed by Brian Lara to an Ashes centurion under the brightest lights, his rise has been anything but ordinary. And if this is just the beginning, Jacob Bethell's name could one day be mentioned among England's greatest.